Hey guys, what's up? Bruce the Nexus 84 here. And so I have been waiting to do a Lego Star Wars clone whatever video for a while now. So I have been holding off on it. It's been, let's say, roughly about a year now. Actually, I think it's been actually longer than that, probably a couple of years. I don't even remember when I had the idea. Anyways, so the best part about Star Wars is mainly the clones. When it comes to the Legos, everybody kind of just really wants the clones. So me, I probably have spent around about $10,000 at this point on clone customizations alone. And I have looked up on YouTube what other YouTubers are sitting here and doing, and they're sitting here and going off of Bricklink and like various other places or whatnot. But that's only for that's only for the Lego brand stuff. When it comes down to customizations, your mind needs to be open. And for me, I'm somebody who likes to buy in bulk. I actually have, right here, right here, I actually, as you can see, I have, a couple containers filled of just clone customizations. And then there is, a thing of just, Imperial and First Order stuff, because why the heck not? I gotta get my Stormtroopers. I'm actually starting to like Stormtroopers more and more. I finally found a thing that is nicely cosmetic and appealing. I originally didn't like the first Stormtroopers because I just didn't like their mustache thing. Whatever the heck that is. I don't know what you call it. They get a mustache. I never really liked that. So when First Order came out, I liked those Stormtroopers better, and then I finally searched and found I guess it's a non-Lego brand Stormtrooper or whatnot. So most of the cosmetically appealing stuff I have found to be mostly off-brand Legos. So, in other words, if you want something that has a 3D print all the way around it, even inside the legs, off-brand Legos, even on the backs. And we all know that at this point in time, the 501st Battle Pack for Star Wars Battlefront is basically out, which is basically a follow-up of a continuation of the first 501st Battle Pack. This is definitely a hobby that I have been in for a very long time, and I don't think it's going away anytime soon, because when I was 11 years old, maybe 12, 13, I don't know. I think it was 12 or 13, yeah. I sat here and I stopped playing with action figures, and I traded them in for literally Lego Clone Troopers. And I was just like, that's just, the customization was just so great. I wanted to make this video to sit here and show you how you can make customization clones that look cosmetically appealing and without spending a crap ton of money. Let's take a look at Disney's brand Legos. So we got here basically the Lego Troopers that Disney basically has, right? You got the first 501st Battle Pack, and then you got the second 501st Battle Pack. Of course, these two right here aren't exactly Disney brand, but still, I mean, they're kind of just here, just anyways, just to sit there and say Battle Packs. Anyways, so when we get down to it, Disney sits, Lego sits here and they printed cloth pieces on there. I mean, I get it. Cloth can be very tedious time to time. But when it comes down to it, I mean, look, the antenna right there, it just, I'm kind of done with that. I like this. I think, I use this as a sergeant, honestly. I have a whole game board set up or whatnot, and I do battles with dice and stuff. So I make a whole game board out of it. But that's not the point. I'll go into that in another video. And then, I mean, for the Binox, that works. All right. I mean, I'm perfectly fine for that. For the specialist, I mean, that's fine. But I mean, for this, not so much. Also, I got a customization. What do you call it? Heavy Trooper. Before I got this, so this right here is also very much. It's just. I'm sorry. Like I just. Let's take this that was actually based right off of this, right? This right here is actually cosmetically a lot better than this thing. And let me tell you, I dumped out like the little backpack thing when I first got this, and I didn't realize there was a backpack. I literally just started building this thing. So I got this before I got this, and this is like a total downgrade. And then also Heavy Troopers I found online, they also have this Heavy Trooper helmet or Arctic helmet, but a lot of customization clones that have this helmet are normally Heavy Troopers. And already that's an upgrade. This is basically just a sample of Lego brand versus off-brand customizations or whatnot, right? And then, of course, I have this thing right here, which it is actually Lego brand, which I actually really like. Airborne Troopers, I don't know why, but just the helmet alone is cosmetically appealing. Alright, so when I first started customizations, where I first started was, when I was a kid, I'd watch basically YouTube videos, and people on YouTube sat here and they customized their clone troopers. Whether it be Sharpie, paint, whatever, you know. And then I started sitting here doing that, and then I started switching parts around. Just like anybody else back in those days, I was probably like the golden age of clone troopers around that time because it was customizations out the booty. Anyways, so then I came across these decaled helmets on Amazon around about 2013, 2014. I didn't have a job. I was still in high school. I didn't have money, blah, 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 you know. I never got them. And then, probably a couple years later, round about, I'm going to say 2018, 2019, I discovered Clone Army Customs. And I looked at them, and it's about $30 a figure for like a customization, which honestly, I mean, back then it was just very expensive. But I mean, for a single figure alone, like if it was a commander or a unique, I mean, that'd be fine. But to build an army off of that, no. But I didn't buy any figures back then off of there. But I did, however, go on there for helmets because, oh my god, the helmets. The majority of the whole reason I like doing the clone stuff is the helmets. So, you got that. And then, but I couldn't afford the figures, because I was living paycheck to paycheck at that point. So, what I did was, I found this thing, AliExpress. Now, this is 2019, okay? This is 2019, before inflation and Corona and all that other stuff. This is the golden age of my army building. Actually, 2018 was actually when I started that. When I started building in bulk. Yes, 2018. My bad. Sorry. 2018, 2019. This is the best part. AliExpress. It's from China. Okay, so it's not the best quality, but if you wish to buy in bulk and you wish to have more, like, I mean, for me, I'll choose quantity over quality any day, especially when you're sitting here and you're making a board game for you and your friends, like a 3D. It's like Warhammer, but Lego Clone Troopers. That's what I was doing, basically, trying to, at least. That was the thing behind that. So, I came across, back then, on AliExpress, a Clone Trooper was about 50 cents. A Lego thing was about 50 cents. Nowadays, now that we're, as soon, and then 2021, I guess it was 2021. I don't know, because it was from 20 to 2020 to 2022 last year that I was on hiatus from all that from the clone customization stuff. So when I came back last year, last summer in 2022 to start looking at things, a price for a figure shot up to about $1. And then here and there, there is maybe the original price of like 50 cents, and then, but back then it was like $1 for a figure. You get 50 cents for the figure, and then you're paying 50 cents for shipping. And then if I need to, and I don't, because sometimes their helmets are kind of just like all janky and stuff, and like just cosmetically not appealing. Like, hold on. Like this guy right here, which is supposed to be like a command, a comms unit. I don't know if the thing will focus. Hold on. Nope, can't get it to focus. Well, crap. But yeah, so this has definitely got like a P1 feel to it. But on Clone Army Customs for about $4, I can upgrade this. But I mean, that's like $1 for the figure, and then $4 for the helmet. I mean, most of my money is spent on accessories, basically just to upgrade my stuff, which is still a lot cheaper than sitting here and buying the custom figures alone, and it's still cheaper buying in bulk this way. And I want to say that I have spent about over $1,000 at this point in customization parts just for my clones. Like, I think one order I had them just customization parts, and that cost $1,000 just to sit here and do all of that. And then I did a bunch of customizations because I want every faction, every legion, every unit, whatever. I want to get everything that I possibly can, build everything up. That way when my friends come over, they'll be like, yo, what thing do you want to use? Or do you want to use droids? Or do you want to use rebels? Or do you want to use stormtroopers? Or bounty hunters? Or super mandos, which is Maul's bounty hunter. Then there's also Jay's Little Things, which is actually overpriced, but which I find is actually overpriced a tad bit. But for the figures, for specific figures that you can't find on the AliExpress, that's where I go to there. I also found some figures that I was looking at that I was going to get on Clone Army Customs that wasn't on AliExpress, but was on Jay's Little Things, and so that's where I got that from. But about $20 for 10 figures, that's a little overpriced for me. On AliExpress, $20 will get you about like 20 figures. See what I'm saying? And then you can just throw in some helmets or whatever in case if you don't like the cosmetics. But I mean, still, that's still $5 a figure, rather than sitting here and spending $30 on a custom figure, or 10, or it normally starts off at 10. But when you're sitting here and you're buying them in parts, that's completely different. Also, then I also recently discovered AV figures, which are decals, which I found a lot of units, a lot of legions, custom legions in there that don't they don't exist in a fandom, and they don't exist as actual figures, so you actually have to decal. So I'm actually looking forward to actually getting that. However, when I do go to buy it, I sat there and I put everything in a cart or whatnot, and I think my first order is going to be about like $300 worth of decals. I've never decaled before. I have painted my figures. That's about it with a paint marker. And then my Warhammer figures, when I actually paint, I found that was completely different. But customizations, it's all worth it in the end. Cosmetics. Now you're talking to somebody who has a couple thousand clones just because cosmetics and every possible faction. So yes, we are going to take a look at the comparison of some customization figures.
So first of all, I want to talk about cloths. Now, this custom Rex right here, this Phase 2 Captain Rex, is actually built off of, I think, 2 or 3 different... I think it was 2 Captain Rexes, 2 off-brand Lego Captain Rexes. Anyway, so if you sit here and you look at the gun right there, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, if you look at the gun, that is, I got that off of Clone Army Custom, so that's where that came from. It's basically like the Halo Master Chief Magnum, if you guys know that, which I actually really like cosmetically. As you can see, the cloth pieces are actually made out of plastic. So I actually really like that because honestly, with especially Ally Express, it's literally hit or miss. The majority of the time, the things that you're going to be getting off of there are miss. So, and I like to keep my my Captain Rex updated because this has been like my all-time favorite clone back in the day, and nowadays I don't even care anymore. If you look closely at the details here, you can see that he's got like the golden like little thing for like where he like welded his armor and stuff, and then you got that piece right there and that piece, and then you got an antenna. So this was literally two custom troopers that were made into one, and I put all the best parts together. But like the cloth pieces, especially the shoulder pieces, the waist pieces are like I don't really ever have a problem with them. The shoulder pieces though are normally the most problem because they're all flimsy around. And just to show you guys what I mean, I got this one off of Ally Express. It is very flimsy. It doesn't want to go down. It's basically almost like paper. It feels like fabric, but it's some really cheap fabric. I didn't know how it would be when I got from Clone Army Customs. So I did buy 2 clone troopers from Clone Army Customs. I don't think these are the ones I bought first, but they do have cloth pieces, and they are very not... they're perfectly fine like that. So what opened my eyes up to the cloth pieces, the shoulder cloth pieces on this, was actually this when I bought it from Ally Express, which it's still that flimsy fabric and stuff, right? But it's got this like little this little cloth piece that comes down to here that makes it just a little bit more better, and just kind of like brings this down a bit so it's not all up in his face like this thing right here. But these right here I got from I got these from Clone Army Custom. This is another thing. I just added a helmet to my 12th Trooper and a Bad Batch sniper rifle. And then this is a off-brand Lego Cody that I have with some I forget what you call them, like leaf blasters or something. I forget. So when it comes down to it, we can see that cosmetically, some things that you get off of Ally Express are actually really nice. Also, no, that's not it. 3D print, 3D print, 3D print. I have been spoiled. And then, so there's this, and then there's that helmet right there, which is actually cosmetically appealing to me. Like, I just love it so much.
And then for every minifigure that you get, they come with these little bases right here. And of course, I have bought like over 1,000, so I have this whole thing of nothing but filled just these little standing base tools for the minifigures. And this isn't even all of it. Like, I have ran out of storage room for them, and I have chucked some of them aside and tossed some of them off into like other little containers. So yeah, there you go. Also on Clone Army Customs, they also have Stormtrooper helmets, and I think this one looks really cool. If you look, this is actually Scorch's torso, and on one of the helmets, I actually aesthetically, this looks really nice. And who said that you can't customize Stormtroopers? Well, I mean, I guess technically I did, but
Screw what I said. Oh, and it also comes with holes for helmet attachments, which is also very much nice as well. Also, on the AliExpress website, you can also buy off-brand Legos, but you can also get really expensive sets. Like this right here probably goes up for like $100 or something. I got this for 30. This right here probably goes up for like probably over $100-$200. I got it for like 20. This right here I got for like 10 or 20. I don't even remember. And then where it really gets me is this right here would probably be about $300. I got it for only $100. And then I have another one which is the original episode 2 one, which I got for about $50, and right now that's currently going up online for about $300. Also, this is the Munilis 10 squad that I have. Even have Phase 2 Captain Fordo up here, and I have Tiger Sharp guys, which are also based off of mainly this thing right here, and you can only get those off of Clone Army Customs or eBay or wherever the heck people sell them, but mainly Clone Army Customs is where you get them from. And then then there's Munilis guys, and this guy right here, I have yet to get a quad blaster for him, a custom one, which I found online that is perfect, but it's like $20, and I haven't gotten around to it yet, because things happen in life. And then they also have these. These are also some more builds that I have done. This is actually Lego brand. These are not Lego brand. And then I also do a lot of Minecraft Lego stuff. Minecraft Legos and Star Wars Legos are basically where I do. Also superheroes. Also, for your taste buds, there's also anime figures on AliExpress if you wish to get them. There are various ones. These are only a couple. There's also superhero and very great quality. These right here were about $5, I think, because they're very high quality, even though they come from China, but they are very, very high quality. Like something that would come from Clone Army Customs that is like $30. Well, there you go, right there. But it's also it's just cosmetically very nice. When I first started customizations, this was the helmet that I was opened up to, and I didn't like the helmet that was on the shelf, so therefore I never got P2 into the Phase 2 troopers, and I always stayed into Phase 1, because when Lego came out with Phase 2, I didn't like the way that they were cosmetically put, but when I found these, I like these better, so I've stuck to this, and now I'm kind of just like, now I'm kind of getting into the P2 Lego feel. Also, this is a decaled trooper, and I believe that's football. That's Rams. This is decaled. This is not a 3D print decal. It's just the back, the front, the two front legs, and then the front of the helmet, and well, I guess that part too. And that's about it right there. On AV Figures, I did find that they have the best decals that I found online. They come with 3D print all the way around. You guys can look that up then. And then this was a body that I found on AliExpress, and then I've replaced this figure with some other things, so I got a helmet off of Clone Army Customs, and I put that in there. I even made a 327th driver customization trooper with 2 hand cannons, if you look at that. Pretty freaking awesome. And then it's got that heavy armor right there. I mean, that's technically artillery stormtrooper armor, the heavy thing from an off-brand Lego, but I mean, still though, it serves its purpose. You kind of get the point across. I mean, all like the difference is the torso piece, the design. But I mean, I still treat it as a clone. I mean, a lot of people do that. Also, then here is a 332nd custom um, uh, Rex Trooper, and this is basically the other parts that I used from the other Rex, and all I did was sit here and put helmet from Clone Army Customs on it, custom recon troopers that I did then um, for the 332nd, and if you look, this is from the battle pack. From the 501st Battle Pack, here are the binops. They actually work for this. So that's actually really nice too. And yes, you do have a tendency. Also, when you go on to Clone Army Customs, if you want this sniper rifle, you can make it black or you can make it metallic, and I think you can also make it gold. But I liked how it looked like that. I wanted it to stand out, so that way I knew what it was. I knew which gun it was, and it was my special gun that I was buying. I basically bought this for almost all of my snipers. Any extra snipers that are left, any sniper rifles that are left, any of the other clone troopers or any of the other clone troopers that I didn't want having them, I of course put those to good use as well. Um, and then there is a 501st ARF trooper, which I think looks good. Also, what you don't see in videos is this little piece right here actually comes off. This is a helmet that I got from Clone Army Customs. It's an ARF trooper. Like, we don't have that from Disney or from Lego. So, like, and this right here, I felt like I needed. I felt like I needed it. I wanted every class, so I needed to make sure that I had a trooper to go with every class of 501st, and this is like my only ARF trooper, but I also gave it a sniper. Just because, I mean, it's an ARF trooper, why would they not have a sniper? Here is a custom airborne trooper, 501st, that I made. I think cosmetically it looks good. The torso I got from AliExpress, of course, but it came with this goofy looking airborne helmet, so I literally swapped it out for a $4 helmet off of Clone Army Customs. And like I said, I really like airborne troopers for whatever heck reason, and they're just really appealing to me for some reason, the helmets. And then I saw that they did a hybrid trooper on that site, so I sat here and made my own hybrid trooper. And where is one? Let me see. So when you get these little armored chest pieces, they got these two little studs on the back, right? So I put a jetpack on here that I got from another trooper, and boom, there you go. You got an airborne, a 501st airborne jet trooper, or no, rocket trooper, yeah. So that is a nice hybrid that you got there going on, and and it looks a lot better with the and it looks a lot better with like the little armored chest plate. It just makes it look a little beefier, kind of like a Wrecker from the Bad Batch. Here is another trooper that I got from Clone Army Customs. This is actually the first Clone Army Custom trooper that I bought, and cosmetically, I think it looks great. I was astonished by all of this. Like, it's just so great. Now, I do have a problem. Any customization troopers that you get, these little visor pieces, they literally sit here on this like little edge right here, this little thing, like the little indent on the thingamajig on the helmet. So I sit here anytime that I have a trooper that I want to have a visor, or that it's supposed to have a visor, or whatever the heck. I literally sit here and I super glue or plastic or use super plastic glue and glue them together, because I have bins right here, and the bins, like when they're rumbling around, like if you put them like in a container, they will constantly come off and sometimes break. Or, well, actually I haven't had one break, but they will constantly come off, and it's irritating when you sit here and you try to pick it up too. Like, the thing keeps coming off. So I literally sat here and I super glued all of them to the helmets. And I made sure that that is what I definitely wanted, that I wanted it specifically on said trooper before I put it on anything. For bulk, when you're buying things offline that are off-brand, you get this. You get the classic helmet right here. So there's that, and then you also get this helmet, which is the animation helmet, the animated helmet, and then you get this thing, which is the original P2 customization helmet, which those three are actually not too bad. I like all of them. It depends on my mood, depends on my day, and I accidentally just zoomed in. My bad. So yeah, there is more to come. I just wanted to get this video out there and give a brief, just overall view of what there is yet. Also, steer people into a nice direction of how to save money if you're making customization clones. If you're customizing armies like I do, it's very, I mean, it's very like money consuming and like time consuming and stuff. But in the end, it is definitely worth it to see an entire army. You got hundreds of clones. If you're trying to get 100 or 200 or whatever the heck, you can sit here and buy them cheaper. I mean, they might not be Lego brand, but if you are into Lego brand and you only want Lego brand, then just go buy boxes. Just watch everybody else. But for me, I don't care if it's Lego brand or not. I just wanted to be cosmetically appealing. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please like this video and share it with your friends. Also, comment down below on what legions that you would like to be seen reviewed in videos or what. And also subscribe and click that notification bell so that way you can be informed the next time that I post another video like this. I hope that you all enjoyed this video and you all stay tuned for the next one that I have coming out. Probably the first one that I'm going to do is going to be the 501st. Unless I finish something else. I think 442nd might be coming up. But it's either one of the two. I'm not entirely sure on whether or not I have the 501st done, but because it is the most popular thing, there's always constantly stuff coming out for the 501st, so I don't know if I will ever be able to get that up. I want to make sure that everything is perfectly customized, so that way I can show it off to you guys. So it might take a while, a hot second, but the 501st may not be the first one that I do. But it is the first, but it is one that I know that I do definitely want to get out for you guys. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. This is Bruce Knight 684 signing out.